What if I told you? Your body might be voting against your dreams? What if your thoughts want success, but your nervous system wants survival? This is why motivation fades. This is why affirmations stop working. And this is why some people stay stuck. No matter how positive they think, the real switch is not in your mind. It's buried deep in your biology. From the moment you were young, your nervous system learned one thing. Is the world safe or dangerous? If safety was rare, your body adapted to fear. And fear changes everything: how you breathe, how you focus, how you take risks, how you attract or repel opportunities. Your nervous system became a thermostat, not for temperature, but for life. This is the mistake most people make. They try to think their way into abundance, with a body trained for danger. But biology always wins over belief. When your system detects threat, creativity shuts down. Long-term vision collapses. Wealth feels unsafe. Your body doesn't care about your vision board. It only asks one question: are we safe right now? Neuroscience shows something powerful. When the nervous system shifts from survival into regulation, the brain unlocks higher focus, better intuition, emotional control, and adaptive intelligence. This is why calm people often seem lucky. They're not lucky. Their biology is optimized for opportunity. The goal is not force. The goal is permission. Permission for your body to feel safe with more. Safety with visibility, success, money, power. When safety increases, your capacity increases automatically. This is not mystical. It's mechanical. Here are 3 starting points. 1. Slow breathing longer than your inhale signals safety to the nervous system. 2. Reduce stimulation before creation. Calm creates clarity. 3. Introduce challenge only after regulation. Power grows from stability, not chaos. Small signals, massive biological shifts. Your nervous system decides before you do. Before logic, before motivation. Every choice passes through the body first. If it feels unsafe, the answer is no. That no doesn't sound like fear. It sounds like laziness, confusion, sudden exhaustion. This is not a personality flaw. It's a survival reflex. The mind wants growth. The nervous system wants safety. When they disagree, safety always wins. That's why plans collapse. That's why discipline fails. That's why motivation doesn't last. The body remembers danger longer than the mind remembers hope. Your nervous system was trained early. Not by words. By environment, unpredictability, judgment, pressure. Your body learned one rule: stay small, stay alive. That rule still runs. Success is not neutral. More money means more attention. More attention means more risk. So when life expands, the body contracts. This is self-sabotage, not weakness. Protection. When you exceed your tolerance, the nervous system hits the brakes. Procrastination, distraction, burnout. Not to stop you, to save you. You cannot think your way out of danger. Your body believes is real. Regulation comes before change, before strategy, before discipline, before ambition. Small signals rewrite biology. Slow breathing, relaxed muscles, stillness. To the nervous system, this means you are safe. Your life expands only to the level your nervous system can tolerate. That is the real limit. This is not motivation. It's calibration. Change the signal, and the system follows. You don't lack discipline. You lack permission. Your nervous system asks a question, far more important than motivation. Am I allowed to have this? Until it says yes, nothing moves. In your past, having more meant losing something else. Safety, connection, belonging. So your body made a deal. I'll keep you alive. If you don't reach too far, people don't fail at success. They retreat from it. Right before growth stabilizes, something breaks. Not because success is hard, but because it's unfamiliar. Trauma is not about pain. It's about speed. Something happened, faster than your body could process. So it froze the memory. In the nervous system, that's why talking doesn't fix it. Thinking doesn't fix it. The body doesn't speak logic. It speaks sensation. Wealth is not created by desire. It is tolerated by capacity. Capacity for pressure, visibility, responsibility. Most people want relief, not wealth. You can't manifest what your body considers dangerous. If the nervous system rejects it, it leaves. Calm people aren't disciplined. They're regulated. Discipline without regulation ends in burnout. Real power is stability. Under pressure, your income will not exceed your nervous system's safety limit. Until that limit rises, you orbit the same level. No one ever told you this, because once you hear it, obedience becomes difficult. Your life is shaped less by what you believe and more by what your body avoids. You don't chase goals. You circle comfort. And comfort is not peace. It's familiar danger. Self-sabotage is not weakness. It's protection. At some point, your nervous system learned standing out is dangerous. Being seen has consequences. So every time you rise, it gently pulls you back. Not to punish you, to keep you alive. You think you're logical. But logic is the last system online. When stress rises, the body decides first. Then the mind creates reasons. That's why your excuses always sound intelligent. They were never meant to be true, only convincing. The nervous system prefers certainty over happiness. That's why people stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, identities that shrink them. Pain with certainty feels safer than freedom with risk. Power is not force. It's tolerance. The ability to stay present when things intensify. Most people confuse power with control over others. Real power is control over your internal state. Under pressure, change fails because it asks the mind for permission. But permission lives in the body. Until the body feels safe enough to update its patterns, nothing sticks. Awareness without regulation creates anxiety. Regulation creates change. Motivation spikes, then disappears. Because motivation is chemical, not structural. You don't need more fire. You need a stronger container. Otherwise, every push forward will be followed by collapse. Growth feels unsafe before it feels rewarding. That discomfort is not a signal to stop. It's a signal to regulate.